What's up, good people? This is Steve Juguna, and we are back to our media coverage. Remember, we had started with our episode 1 where we introduced media and also the roles of media in the society. By the way, I am very sorry for keeping you waiting for episode 2. It's that we had some challenges here and there, but now we are back to the track. Last time we checked on the roles of media in the society, where we said that media educates, informs, critiques, media also helps in socialization, media provides public opinion and for entertainment, and it is used for advocating for social change as well as advertising and marketing. So today we are going to check on development of media, and for you to understand this, kindly go back to episode 1, watch the introduction to media and the roles of media in the society. But before that, if you are a first time viewer, kindly subscribe and turn on notification bell for updates. Remember, after the syllabus, we are going to publish some books to help you learn more and more in the industry. If you would like to support the publishing work, our M-Pesa number is 0758 97 1905, or you can call and ask for a bank account number. So without further ado, let's go to development of media. We shall say that the development of media has been a dynamic process influenced by technological advancements, social changes, and cultural shifts. So media has been developing day in, day out. We have seen new technologies. So these are some of the things that affect either negatively or positively to the development and growth of media. I'm talking about negative and positive effects, because the more the advancement of media, the more the negative effects we have. Like today, if you want to get information of a certain MP, you will fully get that information, both negative and positive. There are those people who have uploaded even the darker side of a politician, the darker side of a pastor, the darker side of a prominent person. So the more the media is advancing, the more dangerous it's becoming to our society, though that's my own view and my own interpretation. So these are some of the overview of development of media, and we shall start with early media. This occurred during the pre-19th century. So it's before. Yeah. So we have oral traditions. That is our number one. So we have oral traditions whereby storytelling, folklore, and oral communication were primarily means of information dissemination. So we also have manuscripts and books, whereby the invention of writing led to manuscripts, and eventually the printing press revolutionized information distribution with the production of books. For example, this we start with oral traditions, the storytelling. This is, for example, where our grandchildren, now they are some of them are our ancestors. It depends with which generation you are in. Like for me, I'm a Gen Z, so they are my ancestors. They would sit down with their grandchildren, tell them a story about a certain king, about something that is happening in the society. So that was media, because we said media is communication. It's communication. You know, most of the people say that media is all about TV, radio, social media platforms. No, the moment you start talking, that is media. You are passing information to someone. So we have oral traditions, and those involves like storytelling, folklore, oral communications, manuscripts and books. For example, it's a very good example for the Christians. I don't know for the Islams and the Hindus if they would understand this. But the people who wrote the Bible, before the Bible was compiled into one book, we had those people inspired by the power of the Holy Spirit who are writing these words of the Bible, and they were writing them in manuscripts. in stone tablets, to be precise, in stone tablets. So all these tablets collected together led to invention of books. The collection of all the manuscripts written together, it led to what we are calling a book. In our country during the Kenyatta era, he wrote a book by the name Muiguithania that talks about the Mount Kenya. You get, I don't know if you are understanding or not. This is all about early media, that is during the pre-19th century. Too, we go to print media that developed during the 19th century, now during the 19th century. So we have newspaper, the 19th century, so the rise of newspapers as mass media offering news, advertisements, and public opinions. So we have magazines, periodicals catered to specific interests and helped shape public discourse. So the newspaper we are reading today, the magazines, this evolved during the 19th century. That's when people started writing the newspaper and the magazines. It will always give information about a society, about what is going on in the society. It would inform people. It would educate people. The information there now would educate people, the audience. So during the 20th century, we had broadcast media, where we had a rise of radio and television. During the 20th century, now radio and television arose. And this is what we call broadcast media. And that's why a student will go and do broadcast or mass communication. To be able to become a radio and a TV presenter. This has also gone up to the extent of employing yourself by recording videos, short films, you get, and uploading them. So we have the radio. The early 20th century introduced radio, allowing real-time audio broadcast to a wide audience. During the mid-20th century, so television becoming a dominant medium, combining audio and visual content and influencing culture and politics. So with the involvement of television, we come with cameras. I don't know if you were there when we had the photographers, and they would carry a very huge camera, and then they would stand before you, and after pausing they would count in a count of 1, 2, 3, and then they take a photo. If a factor A is there, a factor B must be there to support or uplift the factor A. So without the cameras, the television would not come. I don't know if you're getting. I don't really know, but I know that if you don't get it, you will comment there, and in our next episode we are going to explain deeper and deeper on what you didn't understand. Continue learning media as a course. Dudori Master Production, a leading production in East and Central Africa. So we go to the late 20th century up to present. The late 20th century up to present, there arose the digital media. What do we mean by the word digital media? Yes, we have the digital TVs, we have the digital radio stations, but that is not digital media. We have digital media. This means you can comfortably look for information from wherever you are, from any position that you are in. For example, we have the internet. The late 20th century brought the internet, revolutionizing information accessibility and communication. This is, for example, with companies. We have the websites. You can check the information there. We have personal websites. You can go and check the information about a certain MP, a certain MC, about a certain governor of a state. That is if you are in America and UK. We have social media. These are platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or what today we call X, whereby you would consume information from the comfort of your own position. All you want is data. You can go and watch news from wherever position you are, whether you are at work, whether you are driving, whether you are whether you are at home and you don't want to switch on the TV or the radio. You just need those a smartphone and internet bundles. So we also have streaming services. We have services like Netflix, services like Spotify, services like YouTube, services like, mention them. This is where you stream all the services that you want. If you want, like for example, during our era when we were children, we would pay 5 bob to watch a movie from a movie show, or that is a video show, or rather you would go and buy a movie from a movie shop. Today, you do not have to do all that. You do not have to go and pay your 20 bob or 30 bob to watch football. You don't have to pay for that bob and buy some music. Now you are streaming these services using your own phone, using your laptop, or even a tablet. All you need is data and you stream. So these are some of the emerging issues for digital media that emerged during the late 20th century up to present. And now during the 21st century, we have the emerging trends. These are the things that are emerging day in, day out. We have the mobile media, whereby smartphones and tablets have become primarily devices for media consumption. Like, do I really need to buy a screen and watch news? No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to buy a radio and listen to a radio station. All I need is a smartphone. A smartphone has a radio app. It has it has a radio app. You can stream these televisions live from your smartphone, or even your tablet, or even your laptop. So you don't have to fill the house with a very big screen only to watch a TV. For example, most of the times of the workers, you're working up to night, and now you're coming back with your vehicle or your car. You don't really have to go up to home by 9, you're there to watch the news. All you need is a smartphone or a laptop, stream. So these are some of the emerging issues that are being researched on today. This is the first 21st century. We have virtual reality, the VR, and the augmented reality, the AR. These technologies are creating immersive media experiences. And lastly, we have artificial intelligence, or that is the AI. AI is being used to personalize content, recommend media, and even create new stories. For a case whereby you want to research on something, don't really have to go back to the Google and you Google I'm talking about the traditional Google. The traditional Google, you don't have to Google that way and look for information from different websites. Today we have the AI, or rather what we call the ChatGPT. You just have to go and put or write or Google or search what you want, and the AI will bring you all the information. So all you need is to meditate about that information and come up with what you want, with the solution that you wanted. So lastly, for today, we are going to check on challenges and considerations, whereby we have the ethical issues. These are the concerns about information privacy and media bias are critical in the digital age. Ethical issues. Every career has its ethics. Now in media, we don't get a lot of information from the people we are interviewing, maybe because of ethical issues. We avoid so much to be media bias. Number 2, we have digital divide, ensuring equitable access to digital media remains a significant challenge globally. We also have content moderation, balancing free expression and the need to prevent harmful content is an ongoing debate. So as a media personality, you have to balance both sides. Yes, you won't get the full information, but balancing the content becomes a major challenge, because yes, you really want to talk on behalf of the normal citizen, but that politician, you have to balance the content, because there are some other personal things that a politician would never tell you. So this is becoming a challenge today. And as we conclude, understanding the development of media requires considering these historical contexts, technological progressions, and the broader socio-economic factors that continue to shape the landscape of media today. So guys, until next time, my name is Steve Njuguna Wairimu. Kindly subscribe, like, share, comment to our YouTube channel at Duduri Master Production. If media has been your passion, then this is the best channel that will educate you for free. Don't forget to switch on the notification bell